Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Captain Frank Hawks, and if you've read the title of this video, you know what we're talking about today. This video is going to be a restart to the Way of the Warrior series. This is the primer for that video. In this video, we're going to define A, what a warrior is, B, what the path of the warrior is, and C, pretty much how we conduct ourselves as warriors, what honor is, and things of that nature. So, first of all, what is a warrior? In my professional opinion, a warrior is a human being of any given gender who is willing to physically prepare themselves to cough up their lives for someone else's. That is a warrior. A warrior is a person who is willing to fight for someone else's life. A warrior is someone who is willing to give up their lives for what they believe in. A warrior is a person who is capable of defending large groups of people from other large groups of people. Mind you, this has more to do with tactics than it has to do with anything else. And some of it is considerably more simple than others. Some of it is just simply about how we choose to protect people. Most of the time, I choose to protect people very simply. I just give people a little bit of a warning. Hey, what you're doing is kind of dumb and could potentially end your existence. Please be cautious. Simple as that. Sometimes it is as complicated as deploying weapons and fighting another human being. Even if the weapons is this. Understand that there is going to be a lot of martial demonstration in this. My way of martial arts is significantly less impressive than many others. I follow a very different martial path from most other people. Back in the 1990s, about when MMA, my neck itches, was really starting to pick up steam, many martial artists during the early 1990s through to the late 1990s were questioning dojo way of life and dojo thinking and how they could improve their own existence and what they could do to shape martial arts as a whole. Today, we got dingleberries make-believing they got magic in dojos and convincing large numbers of other people that they do. A warrior does not do three things. A warrior does not lie. A warrior does not cheat, either at games or at life or on their spouse. A warrior does not steal. For those of you who are particularly fond of Spartans, Spartans are not warriors. They are professional soldiers. They are born to it, trained through it, and a soldier's life is very different from that of a warrior. There is many crossovers between. Okay? But a soldier does not necessarily have to be honorable. They have to be good at fighting, and they have to be good at killing. A warrior does not have to be good at either. A warrior could be a warrior with only speech. I have known warriors in wheelchairs who could kick my ass, physically and verbally. I have known warriors of every walk of life. I have known warriors who sit on the wrong side of the law and sit on the right side of the law. I have known warriors who follow every path under the sun So understand me right now. If you're watching this video and if you think this is not for you, think again. Because now is a time of warriors. Even if all you're doing is talking, you can still be a warrior and just talk. You can be a warrior and be a politician or a lawyer. I know how that sounds, but it's the truth. The matter is not whether or not you are physically defending something. The matter is whether or not you are defending something. Right now, we're in a time where warriors are needed. More than ever needed. Because the battle lines are being drawn. What you stand for, what you are willing to defend, matters. Whether you like it or not. Now listen to me. In this video series, we're going to mostly discuss physical preparation. We're going to mostly discuss how I physically prepare and what I physically do to practice. We are not going to go on this wild tangent about what everybody else on the sun does, under the sun does. What I recommend is if you want to share your path of the warrior, create a documentary on it and put it underneath this video. Put it in the comment section because it will be open for you to do so. Because everybody has a very different path. And my path might not be for you. My path is kind of lazy. It really is. Because I believe that resting the body stores energy. And that energy can then be employed. And that's how I philosophize on it. I do have to spend at least a day a week physically preparing. I do have to spend at least a day a week actually doing some training and some workout. That's about it for me though. A day a week. And that's how my martial arts system works. Because my martial arts system is not interdependent on strength. My martial arts system is not interdependent on brute physicality. My martial arts system is interdependent on allowing the dumbass to move and then taking advantage of that maneuvering. If you go and you watch my tomahawk video, my Ritual of the Warrior video, which we're going to explain in this series, you will see, if you can imagine it, somebody taking swipes and doing the various things that they're doing against me. You will see that how I choose to maneuver is based on action versus reaction theory. I've never really gotten a belt outside of a yellow belt in Aikido, inside of a YMCA, back whenever I was a kid. Most of my martial arts practice has been in backyards and living rooms of friends. I don't hold a black belt. I don't hold anything like that. I am a warrior by my own will, by my own research, by my own way. And that's how that is. So my path might not be useful to you. You might need somebody else's path. So if you are a warrior and you have a path and you have a ritual, which we will explain in this series, please do a documentary on it and put it in the down below. If you have a dojo or anything like that. One thing that we're going to do in this series is we're going to talk about dojo thinking. And this is going to piss off a lot of martial artists. But understand me, what happens in a dojo is not necessarily either reality or how it will work in a real fight. Okay? That goes for every Eastern martial art, every Middle Eastern martial art, every American martial art, every French martial art, every Spanish martial art, every kind of martial art under the sun, especially and including a newer American martial art, which actually does not consider itself to be a martial art because martial art by itself has gotten a bad name. I'm looking at you, you key weirdos. Okay? And what I'm talking about is target focused training. If you have the opportunity, learn it. Spend the money. It's worth your life. Okay? My martial arts system is interdependent on things like target focused training, common sense, some martial function, and basic human anatomy. That's about it. You want to start learning this path? You need to go and pick yourself up a book on human biology and a book on human anatomy. Basic books. You don't need to go get grays. Okay? Just basic books. You know, where the joints are, how they operate, what's free floating, stuff like that. Anyways. So, what are a warrior's beliefs? A warrior does not lie. A warrior does not cheat. And a warrior does not steal. And when asked, a warrior will tell you just about anything. Honestly. Okay? A warrior believes in honor. Okay, so to define this for you, there is God, honor, family, and everybody else in that order. A warrior's personal honor means everything to him or her. A warrior's personal honor is their credentials, is how they are looked upon not only to themselves but by their community. Honor is of the greatest importance. What is honor? Honor is essentially a rule that you will never break, kind of like Batman. Batman will never kill a person, even though by not killing the Joker, he indirectly is responsible for innumerable murders. Okay? A warrior follows a path of honor very strictly. That means integrity. That means never lying. That means never cheating, never stealing, never taking advantage of a scenario. Never taking advantage of another human being. Never taking advantage of what dumb people do. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. All right. Now, you do not have, and I'm saying this again, you do not have to physically be violent to be a warrior. I've known children who are warriors. My son is a warrior, even though he's blind to it. Mostly because I'm a bit aggressive as a parent. My daughter is a warrior. There are things they still need to learn. But they'll get there. You know, I have known people my entire life who have followed this path, and I have learned from it. And most of us have resting asshole face. There are a few pretty ones, though. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy this series. In this series, we're going to cover meditation. We're going to cover prayer, the warrior's way, if you will. But that's much further down the road. We're going to cover... we're going to cover cooking. We're going to cover meditation. We're going to cover physical training. And my physical training is very minimal. Again, one day. And not even the entire day. Like 15, 20 minutes one day a week. And I really should probably throw stretching and yoga in there. Excuse me. And we're going to cover physical violence. You have been warned. Anyways, have fun, be safe, take care of each other. This is Captain Frank Hawks, and I'm signing out.